Right then. Yeah. Welcome to Roundtable 37 then. Go on.
Oh no, I was just going to do a GIF in general. The "you are not prepared" GIF.
Go for it. Go for it. I'm waiting.
There isn't one. I was hoping for an Ellen one. Oh well.
That'll do.
That'll do. Let's crack on.
Okay, right. Welcome to Roundtable 37. So for people who are new, this is the weekly event where we pass over to you guys any updates been done or changes been made, set out plans for the coming week, and a recap on what's gone on the previous week. Before we start, a huge, massive thanks to everybody who donated to Lizzie D's Memorial Fund. We completely smashed the target, and they reached out to us, I believe, as well to convey their thanks for the money raised.
Yes, we got a lovely email from Kidney Cancer UK, their head of fundraising, to say how much they appreciated the donations that went in, and they wished us well in our gaming.
Awesome.
So it was nice to get a little bit of recognition for that. Our target was £200, and at the end of the day, we raised £278. So that is wonderful. Thank you, everybody that donated.
Yeah, that's completely awesome. They're a very, very small charity. They're massively underfunded, which you wouldn't think. And it's one of the biggest killers going in this country at the moment because there's pretty much no known treatment for it. So I'm surprised they're not more funded. But yeah, that'll go a long way. So what have we got? We're going to do things in a bit of a reverse order today. So we'll start with 7 days. Now, I had down first order of the day. The servers are down at the moment. However, they're not. Things went really smoothly. I spent most of the day working on that. So they've been wiped. They've been redeployed. The list of mods that is in server updates are live with one change. The 72 slot backpack mod that we wanted to put in seems to have some issues. So we've gone back to the 96 slot backpack that we were running before, Kane's mod. So apart from that, all of the vanilla servers have been wiped now. Fresh map. Knock yourselves out, go have fun, kill some zombies. There is now a live player stats and league table on the website, which you can find at the moment under the 7 days menu, but we probably may relocate that because we're planning some league tables for more than just 7 days. So keep your eyes on that. Darkness Falls, not touched at the moment. Kane's got a working version, but from what I'm reading, it's not very stable. He's having quite a few issues with it, so I don't think it's worth us switching over to that until we have either a more tested and stable beta or when he releases full-time. But as far as I know, he's working on that, and his initial thing was he would try and get that done at the beginning of this month, but we'll see where we go with that. Then on to Rust. We're approaching...
Well,
go on.
Sorry, a bit more I can add in about the 7 days stuff.
Yeah.
For any of you that haven't tried 7 days, it's a zombie survival builder. Kind of, I don't know, Minecraft meets Ark and zombies.
Kind of.
That'd be kind of the right thing. But at the moment, it's actually on sale on Steam. So if anybody wants to try it out, the Steam sale is still on till the 3rd. And from what I recall, it's less than a tenner.
£5.
I think it's £5
at the moment.
Yeah, about £5.
It's less than a tenner for 2 copies, in fact.
Yeah.
£9 something for 2 copies and £5.69 for one. Yeah.
So if you do want to give 7 Days to Die a try, I highly recommend it. I thoroughly enjoy playing the game, and we've got 4 different versions of it up.
Yeah.
We've got a modded version, which is really cool with a bit of storyline, progression, stuff like that. Then there's the kind of like do your own thing. Then there's do your own thing with horrible zombie blood moons, and then there's the PvP server as well. So I'll just pop a link for that in Discord. So if anybody wants to grab a cheap copy while the sale's on, give the servers a whirl, by all means, knock yourselves out.
Yep.
I believe, let me just quickly double check. Yeah, Tom was totally right. You can get a special deal on 2 copies of the game. You get a 2-pack for only $8.99 UK, or a single $5.69. So by all means, give it a whiz.
It is pretty bargainous, that.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's-
Nani, you're recording, right?
I am.
Did DJ just say Tom's right on a recording?
You did. Yeah, I heard that.
Holy
I did.
cow!
did indeed.
You fool!
The page I also just linked in general to the server stats will show all the players that have been on the server sorted in order of score. So you'll have your live rankings on there. That is an example of the kind of stuff we're going to be rolling out for all the games we support. So stuff like this will be coming for Arc, where we'll be tracking people's achievements, boss kills, all that kind of stuff, playtime, how much currency you've got. And then once we've got the league tables up and running, then we can move on from there and possibly do some competitions and stuff like that, and giveaways for in-game items and all sorts of glorious and wonderful things.
Mm-hmm.
So things are starting to move ahead quite quickly in that regard.
Yeah. We good?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Cool. So onto a bit of Rust. We've been very quiet on Rust for a while because we've been waiting on a lot of stuff. I mentioned last time that we had got the programmer, he had started work. That seems to be coming along great. We're approaching phase 2 of that. So that's our sort of auto delivery / admins out of a job plugin. We've got a working test model, I believe, as well. So we can have a play around with that. And as soon as that is finished, then Rust is going to be on front burner again and will be going live. For now, however, if you do fancy a tootle around the Rust server and what's available, it is actually up. So you feel free to hop on, have a look round, see what sort of stuff awaits. But excited about that. We're just literally waiting for that project to finish, and work seems to be moving along fairly nicely now, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It does. The main reason we've held back on Rust is simply because when people play Rust and they're supporting the servers, they get rewards. And those rewards need to be, because of the nature of the game, those rewards need to be delivered as quickly as possible. And they can't wait on a purple ninja to push the button. So the system that we've been developing allows players to claim their rewards and have them delivered to them in-game as soon as they click a button.
Yeah.
So that will be massive. And that won't just be for us, that'll be for Arc as well. So when you get your support rewards at the start of the month, you can log into your account on the website, click claim, and then your points or your dinos or whatever you've got will be delivered straight to your character as long as you're online. So that's kind of what we've been working on in the background. It's taken a little time to get going, but that'll be across all the games that we support. So I think that's kind of quite exciting. The same applies for Rust as well when it comes to league tables, stats, rankings. They will all be available on the website. So that's looking quite cool.
Yep.
But yeah, like Nani says, the Rust server is there. Just if you're unfamiliar with the game, again, I think it's on sale. Not as good a sale as 7 Days to Die. But yeah, pop on, have a little play around, see if it's something you like. Again, it's a world builder with PvE and PvP built into it. Even if you don't PvP, you can still have a great time. There's POIs to explore, there's underground areas to explore, there's undersea labs, there's all sorts going on. You can build bases, all sorts. It's pretty cool.
It's very, very pretty.
Not forgetting the most important thing, DJ.
Go on.
Randomized genitals.
Oh yes, of course. It is anatomically correct.
Yes. Enough said about that, the better.
But it is a gorgeous looking game as well.
It
the visuals are absolutely stunning. So it's nice.
Yeah, it's currently 23.44 UK GBP. Sorry, on 33.
But it's a bit of an investment.
Yeah.
One at the moment still.
Yeah, it's worth it. Like even just playing it single player, it's still quite a good game.
It is. It's pretty cool. And then on to the largest topic of the evening.
Oh yes, the biggest topic of the evening.
We have a
DJ's ego.
No, more than that.
Bigger than that.
Nani has a new case.
Well, there is
It
that.
does have a new case.
It's really shiny. I put my back fan in today as well. It looks so good.
Now, here's the question, Nani. If it's a physical object, can it still be an e-peen?
Yeah.
Hey, what?
I think so.
Totally. So moving on to Arc and all the cool stuff we've got here. So, first order of the day, we're going to aim to get docks up in the morning. That'll be tomorrow, Wednesday, the 2nd.
Yes, it is.
A lot of people have been waiting for docks, so thanks for the patience. It's been a while, but we've got there. I think we've got vote rewards to put in, haven't we? And the Arc shop to put in, but it doesn't stop the server going live. So docks is going to go tomorrow morning. Is there anything you want to add for docks or any special changes, preparations, surprises, nuclear weaponry?
Indeed, there is. There is indeed.
Calm down.
So docks will be going live on the Ragnarok map because that was the one everybody voted for.
Yep.
And the settings have been tweaked.
Ooh.
And it's a good tweaking. So bear with me 1 second. I will bring the settings up and let you know what is going on. So we are running on what is called the easy settings for docks, which will allow people who don't want to tribe to actually have a playable experience and progress quite far through the mod, if not to the end.
Just to clarify there, so on easy mode for docks, we're talking grab by the nuts but not twisted.
Yeah, pretty much. Easy mode for docks is like our world bosses on the main cluster running around, and you're there with a cloth shirt on. But the whole mod is balanced towards progression and armor and getting dinos that will enable you to take on those bosses and deal with them. And it's not, most of the time, it's not just a straight up, throw a dino at it, it's going to die. There are tactics you need. There's armor you need. There are skills you need. There's all sorts of things you need to do. Within the game itself, there's a thing called the Book of Docks that will guide you through it. There's some pinned, for those of you who are not aware, we have a docs thread going in the ARC section on Discord. If you want to get access to that, let us know and we'll add you to it. In there's all the information about the mod. It's a total overhaul mod, so you can tame things like manticores in it, you can tame dragons. There's huge world bosses flying around. It's a whole new experience and a whole new way of playing ARC. With that in mind, back to the settings that we've tweaked, baby mature speed on the dock server will be 24 times. So breeding will be very rapid. Also, your babies will mature in the salt terminal at a rate of an extra 5 times. Mating speed has been doubled. Egg hatch speed has been tripled. Mating interval is down to 0.1, which is pretty much nothing. I have increased the weight on all dinos. I have reduced the food and water drain down to 0.2. I've increased the weight on the player as well. We've increased the HP on some of the dock's defense structures, like the mega walls and the dock's domes, so you'll be a lot more secure. Because there are normal bosses on Ragnarok, they will be dropping elements, not Federation shards. Tech unlocks is through docks progression. Obviously, you'll be able to trounce the normal bosses with some of the docks dinos. I don't know if you can unball them in those arenas or outside that take them into those arenas, but their drag weights might be too high. But you could still unlock some of the tech through the bosses on Rag if you wanted to. There's a whole ton of stuff going on there. The only 2 things we've got left to do is sort out the ARC shop and the vote rewards for it. We've already got plans for the vote rewards based on recommendations from the players on our previous docs iteration. And the shop as well, we've got some recommendations for that. So there's a whole ton of stuff going on. It's a completely new play experience, so it's definitely worth getting on there.
Can I just go ahead and be the first to say whoop?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
Oh, and also there are nukes. Yes, like proper nuclear weapons in docks.
Like nuclear missiles.
Which you can fire at dinos. It's awesome.
Did you say nukes?
Yes, there are nukes.
Have you used those nukes, DJ?
Yes, I have used those nukes. And
do you get a very Starship Troopers vibe from them?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Portable shoulder-mounted nuclear missile launcher, just like Starship Troopers.
That's the first thing I saw it. The first thing I thought was just Starship Troopers. What the hell?
It's very Starship Troopers.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's docs in a nutshell.
Okay. So
I will be publishing all the settings changes to the docs thread. After I've finished this, I think I'll start work on that.
okay.
That's about it.
Awesome. So that's dogs. Next point on the order for ARC, we are raising tribe limits. So tribe limits are being increased to 10 whole people in your tribe. You can now hold full boss runs for one tribe. That's going to be really cool. I know a lot of people have been waiting for bigger tribes. So 10 it is. 10 it will stay for a good while now. And awesome.
Carry
on.
I was going to say the other half to that.
Go ahead.
The alliance limits is currently set very, very high.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
So the number of tribes you can ally with. This has led to a bit of laziness in terms of tribe admins on the cluster, not removing tribes from their alliances. So with that in mind, with the tribe count going up to 10, the alliance limit will be coming down to force some management, just to make sure people stay secure, stay safe, and don't inadvertently allow people they don't know into their bases through their shields and various other things.
Yeah. Awesome. Now the big stuff. Arc Shop updates. We've got huge updates for Arc Shop this week. And highlights will include Winter Wonderland rewards have been added. So that'll be the latest. Was it Wonderland 6, 7, 6? I think it's 6. So all the stuff for the last event has been put in. We now have some supporter-based buys. So we've got Tech Giggers, Tech Mosers, Tech Reapers, which have never before been available on the shop, based on rank in, I think it's in that order. Genesis 2 dinos as well. Carry on.
Sorry.
Yeah, carry on.
Just to clarify, so the alpha supporters will be able to buy a Tech Reaper?
Giga.
Tech Giga. Okay, and the Gamma supporters will be able to buy the Reaper?
Correct.
Gotcha. But the Mosser, obviously.
If you're an alpha, you can buy all three. So it goes backwards compatible.
Oh, brilliant.
So Tech Gigas for the alphas, Tech Mosers for the betas. The alphas can also buy that. And the Reapers goes for the gammas. And of course, the betas and alphas can also buy that. We've added all bar the Striders from Gen 2 to the shop. So you can now buy your Shadow Mains and all the other stuff that people have been wanting for quite a while. Something new this time around as well. I've actually added the Lost Island dinos as well. Those have been added into the supporter-based buys. I believe the order for that is the Amargasaur for Alpha. Dinopithecus, Gigantopithecus? Dinopithecus, that's the one. Is it Beta? And the Cynomacrops is for Gamma. So first time we've done that. Usually we leave a map behind, don't we, before we start putting stuff on, which is what's happened with Gen 2. So I thought we'd try that out this time as well. Now, huge one, this one. This one's awesome. You can now buy kits to finish missions. I know a lot of people have been having problems with some of the missions just being absolutely impossible. PCs factor into that if there's any lag. Lots of stuff factors into some of the missions where you twitch, you lose. So you can now buy a kit. That goes into your stash. You want to start the mission, go into the mission, and then redeem your kit. So long as you've redeemed your kit in the mission will complete. You'll be teleported straight out, and you'll be accredited for that mission. So it's going to allow people who've struggled with one or two missions to finish those off, be able to get into the bosses, and this should work for Gen 1 and Gen 2. That's pretty huge. I like that.
So, to answer Despair's question, still nothing for the Discord boosters. The color change thing that we talked about before, the person that creates software that allows us to do that is not willing to, or is unable to make the change that I asked for to allow us to facilitate limited color change for people who boost the Discord server. It's either on or it's off, and unfortunately that's one of the biggest pulls we have for our supporter perks. So that's not something we can do. With regards to stuff in the shop made available for Discord boosters, that's definitely something we could do, I think. Nani?
Sorry, say that again. I was reading ahead there.
So Despair's asked, Discord boosters, do they get anything in
Yeah.
game?
Yeah, yep.
And we originally discussed the color changes,
Yes.
and that's not something we can do because it's either off or it's on. And
Yes.
that's one of the biggest pulls we have for our supporter perks to help keep the servers running.
That is correct, yes.
So that's not something that's going to become available for Discord boosters. However, we could make exclusive stuff available in the shop for people who boost on Discord.
We absolutely could.
But what I think I said last time, and I'll reiterate this time, the perk for boosting on Discord is not only do you get the improved functionality on Discord, but that relates to perks for the Discord as a whole. So, like improved audio quality, streaming quality, upload size, all that kind of stuff. So that in itself is a perk. Plus, you get the recognition of the server booster rank, which puts you to the top of the list and highlights you as somebody that has kindly done that for us. So it's very difficult. We don't get anything from that in monetary terms. So while it benefits the Discord and yourself as a whole, it doesn't actually help to keep the servers running.
I'm sure we can come up with something fitting for the shop, though, that would attach to that rank.
Putting stuff into the shop that's exclusive to Discord boosters is something we can definitely do for ARC players.
Definitely. We'll have a look at that.
Possibly for, not sure what we could do for 7 days. Rust is definitely possible for.
It probably is for all three in some way, shape, or form. We just need to look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely something we can look into. No worries there.
We just have to be very careful that we don't undersell our perks, because most of the stuff that we do in the games to give people the perks also costs us money as well.
Yeah.
So we have to pay for that as well. So it's like solo farming, for instance, that's a perk. That's a perk to people who support the server because we had to pay for that functionality. So yeah, and it's another reason to help support and keep the clusters running.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, moving on then. Our next awesome change for Arc this week, the TP command is now working on every single map and should take you to the trading post for that particular map. So you get stuck, you can always TP. If you get meshed, you can always TP. There's always some way of getting out of something now. So that's pretty cool. It's been tested on Lost Island. Seems to be working really well. And it's nice for people to sort of, when traveling and stuff like that, especially on Lost Island, teleport to the trading post. You can transfer off from there, leave your times safe and sound. Don't have to clutter up the obelisks. So that's really cool.
Is that also a free teleport command as well?
Yes. There's no charge for that whatsoever. So /TP will take you to the trading post for whichever map you're on. Free of charge, including the dinosaur you're sitting on. Then we have a really cool new command. We have a level HP command. You want to go into a bit more detail, DJ?
Yeah, so, you're leveling up your sheep to slaughter them for meat or whatever you happen to be doing, or your raid dinos that you want to put in 30 levels of hit points. Instead of having to click the plus button 30 times on 30 sheep,
yes.
Sit on the sheep, /level HP space 30, and bam, 30 levels straight into that sheep.
Awesome.
So I think that will help. It's cool. It's not groundbreaking, but it's useful.
My immediate use for that was sheep, and putting 54 levels to a sheep before you slaughter it is a pain in the backside, especially when you have to do it 20 times.
Yeah.
So that's really, really cool.
I have a rapid click key, and it's still a pain in the backside to do it for me.
Well, we were discussing it the other day, and some people have even got macros set up and everything just to keep putting levels into sheep.
Yeah,
So the ingenuity of the orc player, just macro the hell out of your mouse and level those sheep. So after that one, we've got what we deep sea loot crates are now dropping high quality aquatic saddles. So if you want saddles for your aquatic snorkeling dinosaurs, deep sea loot crates are where you're going to get high level quality saddles now.
That would include. Bear with me.
Go on.
Have the list accessible.
Nice.
So Baryonyx, Bacillo, Dunklo, Ichthy, Leopleurodon, Megalodon, Mosasaur, Plesiosaur, and Sutho saddles. Where I said them twice, that's because it's the normal saddle and the platform saddle.
Yeah. Awesome.
Those deep sea loot crates also are a source of high quality fishing rods as well. And fishing in itself is a source of some high quality tools and blueprints and even more awesome fishing rods.
Hey.
And the way fishing works is the better the quality of the rod, the more loot or better quality of loot you get.
I've heard some good things about ascendant quality rod fishing
and
what people are
pulling
pulling
off.
off.
Why we can't modify the loot pool for fishing.
Yes, there's good stuff in there. So from fishing and deep sea loot crates, we move on to...
Before we do, since we can't modify the loot tables for fishing, I'm assuming that would mean that all of the KBD and Arc Editions stuff is not in that table.
Correct.
So we don't need, so don't go fishing for acro saddles.
Correct.
Because you won't find any.
No, acro saddles are available from the Savage Acro on Lost Island.
Yes.
Right, so we've done level HP, we've done deep sea loot crates. On to trees.
Oh,
Yay, trees. Go on.
Desert loot crates.
Desert loot crates, yes. Also, go on.
The deep desert loot crates have also been modified. They will be dropping saddles or things you would typically find in a desert, including spiders, Arthropleura, Lymantria, Mantis, Morellatops, scorpions, golems, terrorbirds, and thorny dragons. High quality saddles, chance to drop.
Sweet.
Excellent.
And then trees.
Trees?
Yes, trees. We're going to be removing the Ecos trees mod soon. So to prepare for that, tomorrow, when the restart happens and the maintenance, we will be adding the vegetation planters mod and its scorched earth and Genesis companion mods. So you will have some crossover time in order to remove anything Ecos trees and replace with the new planters mods. Now, I know a lot of people use the trees mod, but quite a lot of benefits to going to the planters mod. The first of which is with trees and things you place, as I was talking with, I think it was Nightside the other day, every single thing you place counts towards your structure limit, whereas with the planters, you drop down like one planter that gives you like a bubble area, like a tech shield sort of thing, and you can plant within an area. Because of that as well, it's far less stress on the servers and on your frame rates as you're flying past the stuff. It's treated just like vegetation rather than a spawned in object. So cool stuff there. So start to remove your Ecos trees things and use the 3 new mods, test them out, and replace all of the stuff over for when we finally pull out the trees mod. We will let you know when that happens. It's not just going to get yoinked one morning and then suddenly your base collapses. So you'll have some warning time on that. But take a good look at that tomorrow. I'm sure people are going to find some ingenious ways to use that. We've already seen a few on the test server. We won't go into that.
John.
Yes, John, we're looking at you. No more said on that. So that's the Ecos trees, being replaced with planters. That's all good. Last thing I wanted to mention on the Arc side of things, from my side of things.
Oh, hang on.
Go on.
We just dropped the link for the 3 new mods in general.
Yep.
In total, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 megabytes in total. The Ecos mod is well over 60 megabytes, so it's a net gain for us.
Yep.
And the Ecos mods like maybe has a couple of dozen things in it. This has 378 placeable things, from foliage, trees, rocks, plants, crystals, skeletons, eggs.
If it's there, you can place it.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
that cool stuff you see in caves where you go, I wish I could be in my base.
Now it can.
Yep.
Yeah.
It can tomorrow.
It's a really, really good mod. I was surprised how much I liked it, actually. Some of the big builders and the people who like prettifying their bases are going to have a field day with this. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, yes, most definitely.
And then, like I say, last thing I wanted to just reiterate as well, because we had a question about this the other day. The Orc Shop buying guide on the website has been removed. It is no longer there, and you're not seeing things. But that's due to it being implemented into the F2 menu now. You can search that, you can buy all your stuff, and scroll through it much, much easier from within the game than you could flipping out to a browser.
And the main reason that's come off the website is because every time we made change to the Arc Shop in-game,
Yeah.
it required us to update the website.
Yeah.
And to build out those tables and export all that was a royal pain in the bottom.
You can tell me it was, yeah.
It's freed up time for us to do other things, which lets us just motor on. We can push out large updates to the Arc Shop and not have to worry about, updating half a dozen different tables on the website and changing all the information there. And if you can't see something in the Arc Shop, it's because you can't buy it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So
you know what I would think would funny?
Go on.
I have a feeling if you would just yoink the tree mod, I think the bases would just stay in the air.
Maybe.
More than likely.
It would look funny.
It would be anti-gravity base time.
Yes.
Which is what we kind of want to avoid.
They also may stay in the air until the next server restarts.
And then they'll come back down to the ground.
And then suddenly decide that they want to attach themselves to the ground at high speed.
Floor, I've missed you.
Exactly.
Something like that, yeah. So
I think I'm definitely okay with that. Have you got anything else you want to add before we move on? Or wrap up?
I don't think so, other than let's take some questions and I'll have a quick flip through recent updates to make sure that we haven't missed anything. Yes, the in-game F1 menu. That has had a rework. Information has been moved around, more information has been added. Especially the rules. They're now visible on the first page and you can scroll down. They have been clarified and tweaked to make things very clear. The FAQs that are present on Discord will eventually be disappearing for Arc, and I'll be incorporating that into the game, into the FAQ section on the F1 menu in game. We will also be incorporating those into the website as well, so that means we can get rid of a bunch of channels in Discord. Sorry.
Woohoo.
What else have we got? Hope some questions are building up. I'm not reading them at the moment. Yes, the changes that went in between the last roundtable, because we skipped a week, and today also include changes to the dojos. As we discussed and talked about, yellow ninjas now have access to the dojos, which is down from red, but we moved suggestions to only being able to be made in the dojos. So you have to be a yellow ninja now or higher to make a suggestion, which means you have to have played on server for a little bit. You have to have, talked in Discords to be able to do that. Or you have to be a supporter. So shown some commitment to the community before you can just randomly pump out suggestions. Other things also include update on the new hardware. As you should all be aware, we've ordered a new server that will be dedicated for Arc. It'll be a Ryzen 9 5900X with 12 cores and 24 threads, 128 gigs of RAM, and 4 2 terabyte hard drives in it.
Easy for you to
Same,
say.
yeah, same connection that we've already got. So 1 gigabit connection to the internet. Our provider has kindly billed us for the operating system licenses because you have to pay per processor, but they haven't delivered the hardware yet. So as soon as that's in, we'll let you know. And then we'll be telling you all about the plan to move the Arc servers over to a new, shiny, much faster box.
It's going to be so cool.
I'm really looking forward to it. Don't forget scheduled maintenance Wednesday morning. So tomorrow morning, that's when all this stuff happens.
Yep.
And when all the changes will be going out. There is one thing that we have totally missed off for Arc, though.
Okay.
The
I can't do anything about it.
you can mute your mic.
Hi, Fred.
That's Fred.
Freddie says,
His
dare you
robotic
forget Arc?"
counterpart helps us run all the servers.
Yes.
I
Met Fred. I met Fred. Sorry, please do one.
The bit that we missed out was we've put in some special loot crates for players that like to explore caves and dungeons and various things. There's 3 in at the moment. 2 on Lost Island. One's in the Gloom Grove Temple. One's in the Bright Lion Ocean Cave. And there's another one on the island in the Snow Cave. We have put a new page on the website which will show you roughly where cool things are. It's called Notable Locations. And we will be adding to it as we go. There's the link. Basically, there's a picture of every important location on each map, along with coordinates to that location and a little description of what you should expect to find there. At the moment, it's got all the trading posts. It's got the new loot chests we've added. It's got the world bosses, and it's got some of the fixed level 300 alpha spawns. I haven't got them all in there yet. That's work in progress. But definitely worth a look if you want to find out where some of the custom stuff is on our servers. And I think that just about covers it.
John made a valid point there. He's asking about the boss fights on Genesis 1 and 2 because they too are counted as missions.
Yes, I was leaving to pick that up afterwards. Thank you. Because could be exploited.
Oof.
No problem.
You have been warned.
Good point, John.
Yes, very, very good point. And something we will test.
Yes.
Make it in GM chat.
One more thing to add to the list of things tonight before we get to go to bed.
Yes, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, that means Nana's going to bed when it gets light. Yay!
I'm becoming a vampire. That's what's going on. Pretty sure.
I wonder why I had a sore neck when I was at yours.
Have you started to hang from the ceiling?
This is not a normal
Upside
thing.
down.
No. I thought that was supposed to be normal, right?
Oh, bats do that. Vampires sleep in coffins.
Oh.
Maybe a half vampire.
At the risk of starting rumours, I have seen Nani's bed in another coffin.
So, to answer Despair's question, the F1 menu will automatically display to every new player when they join. It also automatically pops up when there's an update to that menu. Normally, you don't see the buff in the bottom right-hand corner as well, and that will highlight as well when there's an update.
I was actually going to append onto that, actually. I was coming to that. Especially regarding the read the rules bit. Regarding rules and things like that, I don't think it's a good idea to repeat the message to them every single time they log in. I think that's a really bad idea. But I was going to reiterate the fact of the rules of the server and how we run the community. We get a lot of really nice things said about the community. I hear good things pretty much every single day now. People complimenting the way the players are, how easy it is to get into the server and communicate with people and trade, and a lot of boss runs going on. And we've had a couple of incidents over the past couple of days. So I just wanted to reiterate, even people who don't read the rules, we keep them simple. We try not to overburden people with rules. But if you put yourself in a bad position a number of times, it will be dealt with. It's pretty much like the post said the other day. That one main rule is don't be a dick. And that accounts for many, many things. If you're going to put yourself in an awkward position, it's going to be dealt with, because we want to keep the community as awesome as it's been. And we want to keep the majority of people happy. I'm pretty sure the dog's going to go again in a minute. And then there's somebody screaming down the road. Bizarre. But yeah,
That's what we're worrying.
I just wanted to reiterate, thank you for everybody being awesome. The community is fantastic at the moment. Everyone's super nice. There's Discord is like jumping every single night now, where people are on chatting away and having fun. Let's keep it that way. Don't rise to stuff. If there's stuff that needs to be sorted out and you can't get a resolution to it easily, just ticket it and let us deal with it. Everybody's super fair. I don't think anybody's been singled out yet. Just ticket it, keep it private, and let's continue being the awesome community where we've become.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's down to the players.
It's just
it's
like
the people.
Don't jump into the middle of any drama. Just let it drift. If it's not quieting down, just shout one of us, and we'll sort it out. But overall, really, really pleased with how everyone reacted and how everyone's been.
Yeah, the nice thing, the nice comments we get about the community are due to the players that we have on the community.
Yeah,
just as much as they are due to the people that help run the servers.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a testament to everybody that's here.
Yeah.
So really, really grateful.
Most stuff that comes up at the moment, I think, is usually a misunderstanding or just differences in how people are and how people play. And it's nice to see them sorted out so quickly and amongst yourselves really decently. If not, just escalate it to a ticket. It'll be sorted out.
Just please, as well, guys, if you have a problem with a player or generally a problem in game, put it in a ticket. Please don't DM the orange and purple ninjas unless you actually have a problem with a particular orange or purple ninja. Obviously, if you've got a problem with DJ, then
God help you.
Putting it in a ticket. Yeah, I mean, God help you, but putting a ticket.
It's just out of luck.
Yeah, you are just SOL. But yeah, so if you've got a problem with it, an admin, obviously putting a ticket in is not going to be the best thing to do. So
certainly.
Drop myself, drop Sandy, drop Nani a PM. Yeah, just generally keep it in a ticket if you can, because it means that anybody can help you rather than just the one person who's probably up to the eyeballs in work.
Yeah.
And I've just spotted 3 other things that we missed out.
Go forth.
Is this going to be another 2-hour?
No.
Could be.
Snails can't breed anymore. Boom.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The inflatable dino costume is fixed on Lost Islands, so you can buy it from the shop and run around like a lunatic as an inflatable dinosaur.
It is amazing, by the way. Thoroughly sign off on that. It's an amazing costume.
You've got to get the inflatable dino from the Arc shop. It's brilliant.
It's fine. I'm in Sandy's Travelsboro. I want to her 30.
It screeches
What
when you move.
It squeaks when you move.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it.
And the last thing that we totally missed, which is a really big thing. Is
it my new case?
No, the transfer backup. So when you transfer from one server to another on Arc, previously it only held your character inventory for 1 hour. So if you crashed, you'd have to log in within the hour to get your stuff back and retrieve it.
Yeah.
That's been up to 24 hours. So if you crash during transfer, you transfer to a map you haven't downloaded, or something goes wrong after you've left the current map or server that you're on, you can log into any map, retrieve your character, and then do /download. in the chat, and you'll get all the gear back that you left the server with before you crashed. If it's over 24 hours, you will get nothing back. And we cannot recover that.
Yeah, I think 24 hours is more than enough. If it's gone over 24 hours, please don't take it because I think 24's ample, really. If you do have a problem when you're transferring and you crash out, try not to, go to work and leave it a few days.
Yeah,
would be nice.
So if we get a ticket saying I transferred and crashed and I logged back in and all my gear was gone, we're going to close the ticket, unfortunately, because that system is in place and it works very well. I've just been anecdotally trawling the comments through chat over the last few days, and people are using it very successfully. 2 Gigas question: where can I find the other 2? We just need to do a quick update to that page, and all will be good.
The general rule with tickets, guys, is if it is server's fault or our fault, we will do everything in our power to replace it for you. If it is your fault or a known ARC problem, you are SOL.
There are absolutely no known ARC problems. Don't be silly.
Sorry, if it's a known ARC unintentional feature.
Thank you.
It's simply because if we start replacing everything and anything, we again open ourselves up to abuse and with claims that may or may not be valid. We have no way of proving either way, so we can only replace what we know about. So yeah, it's very clear in the support channel what we will replace and what we won't. Let me just quickly recap on that one. Damn, was the support channel gone? 2 scenarios exist for character recovery: server crash and rollback, or character lost caused by something we have configured or set up incorrectly. The only other items we will recover will be soul traps and tames at our discretion, and that's because we can verify you had them in the first place. And the cool thing about Dino Storage V2 is it will not let us dupe a dino into the game. Don't know if anyone knew that, but it's true.
I did, yes. I think it does, but it removes the previous, doesn't it? Poof.
Ta-ta.
That's it then.
Cool. I think we are good for today.
Excellent news.
Tom.
Yes, dear.
You know the line. Take us out.
Ooh. Take us out. Dinner movie?
You'd
Did
certainly
you say
not.
dinner and movie?
Dinner movie? Yeah, I'm going to take you out.
Ah,
Someone's not forgot the line quick.
You've forgotten the line. Okay, so
We are the Wicked Ninjas. Or we have been the Wicked Ninjas. We've been awesome. You've been awesome. Good night.
something along those lines.
Like that.
Good night.
Hey, did you see the news that just dropped?
Which news?
What?
No.
A20.1 stable is now out. Oof.
Good job we got maintenance tomorrow, eh?
Yeah.
News flash, A20.1 coming tomorrow, guys.
Yep, changelog is in the news feeds channel. If you want to see what new features are coming for 7 days tomorrow, check it out.
Well, I was going to log in tonight, but
Well, you still can.
Keep being awesome.
You still can.
Later on.
It should just straight update. I don't think there's going to be a wipe for
Oh,
that.
that's all right. Yeah. Are you coming?
Is that a date?
Yeah. Who's
Cool.
going to play 7 days?
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Right, I'm out. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.